Hi, my name is Christine Adam, and I'm a voice, accent, and communication coach. And in this video, I'm going to give you one tip for building a better rapport with your audience. So this video is for you if you work or speak in front of audiences of any kind, no matter how large or small. You might be an actor who wants to build better rapport even with your scene partners. You might be somebody whose public speaking is a big part of your personal or professional trajectory. Or maybe you even want to just have more meaningful one-to-one conversations. Either way, this video is for you. The best way to build rapport with your audience is to get curious about them. And we're going to talk about that in terms of priming your attention towards your audience in a particular way, which is this. Get curious about what makes your audience sparkle. So what do I mean by sparkle? Okay, so sparkle is anything that looks like it's lighting your audience up. All right, so maybe their eyes get a little brighter, or they sit up a little straighter, or maybe they even lean forward a little bit. Or maybe they're making some, vocal cues of agreement with you. Or if they're talking, and this is a conversation, maybe their voice gets a little faster, or there's a little bit more up and down in their voice, or they're just like having this general feeling of warmth or excitement, right? All that stuff is telling us, okay, this is some sparkle. So noticing sparkle is helpful for lots of reasons. First of all, it's helpful in the moment because it helps, especially if you're struggling with any feelings of self-consciousness or nervousness, it helps shift the attention off of you and onto your audience. And it's doing it through a particular lens, which is it's helping you connect to what is really meaningful to my audience. Right? If somebody is sparkling about something, it's because it's resonating with them. Something about it matters to them. And if you are connecting to that, then you are really seeing and hearing your audience. And when audiences feel seen and feel heard, that is the ticket to better rapport. This can also be helpful ahead of time, this kind of priming for sparkle, if you're in charge of creating your own content. Because then you can even start to ask yourself in your content creation process, how am I going to distill this information in a way that's going to get the most sparkle from my audience, right? Which is essentially asking, how can I say this in a way that's meaningful to the people that I'm talking to? Again, great way for building rapport because then they're really going to feel like you considered them as you're giving them this information. Now, in some public speaking contexts, the audience is so large that you can't see everybody at once, or the room is dark, so it's actually really hard to see anybody at all. You might have lights on you and you can't really see your audience. So let me talk about the first scenario first. If you have a really large audience and you can't see everybody at one time, then turn it into a kind of game and look for the sparklers, right? See if you can find the people in the room who are sparkling, because sparkle is contagious, right? So if you can look for the people in the room who are sparkling, you're more likely to mine their sparkle, which will help other people get excited about what's going on. And because you will start to sparkle more. As your audience sparkles, you will start to sparkle more as you notice that. And as you're sparkling more, you're getting more engaged in what you're talking about. And that's going to engage your audience even further, right? So sparkle begets sparkle. And if you can't necessarily see what's going on in the audience, that's okay. You can go off of verbal cues as well. What are you hearing from your audience? And our bodies are a lot smarter at really receiving audience energy than we give them credit for. We don't necessarily need to see the audience to be able to feel the energy of the room. So see if you can kind of sense, how is the energy of the room shifting and when is it leaning towards sparkle? Or if really none of that feels like it's working, just imagine them sparkling. Believe it or not, our imaginations are very powerful. And if we can just imagine our audiences sparkling, then that in itself is going to make us sparkle more. And that might help create some actual sparkle in the audience. The key takeaway is, If you want to build better rapport with your audience, then let's get curious about them and connect to what's meaningful for them. And you can discover that through what is making them sparkle. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. If you found this useful, please share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.